She might be the most reproduced painting in the world, and also one of the most parodied. Some have turned her into cyberpunk. Some put AirPods on her. Some even turned her into a cat. You've probably seen her on t-shirts, on milk tea packaging, everywhere. She's more like a ubiquitous piece of public imagery than the Great Wave off Kanagawa. A face painted over 300 years ago, why can it still hit modern aesthetic nerves so precisely? Why does it even become a kind of spiritual anchor for some? Why her, of all paintings? Why can a 17th century oil painting become an internet IP before the internet existed? Many people don't even understand art. They can't pronounce the artist's name, don't know who painted it, yet when they see this face, they instinctively pause. Because this painting has a remarkable ability. It makes viewers feel like this girl knows them. Girl with a Pearl Earring, around 1665, by Dutch painter Johannes Vermeer. To many lovers of world-famous art and even some researchers, this painting is considered even greater than the Mona Lisa. But it's not the same kind of greatness. The Mona Lisa is majestic, you know it's great. The girl with a pearl earring is different. She's more like someone you suddenly lock eyes with on the subway. There's none of the distance created by classical portraiture. No aristocratic posture, no complex background, no symbols of power, no complete story. She just turns her head and looks at you. And that suddenness is the most astonishing part of the painting. Look closely. She's not sitting there posing for the artist. She seems to have just heard someone calling her, turns her head, mouth slightly open, ready to speak, but the moment freezes. And Vermeer freezes time at that exact moment. That's why so many modern viewers, the first time they see her, feel this doesn't look like a painting. It looks like a still from a movie, even like a snapshot. But who is this girl? No one knows. Dutch scholars now increasingly believe she's not a real person. She's not a portrait. It's a trony, a study of expression, light, and character. We can think of her as a 17th century model for atmosphere. Her blue headscarf, her oversized earring, likely aren't real fashion. They're props Vermeer designed for practice. Even the famous pearl, it might not be a pearl at all. Modern research shows it's huge without a hook and reflects light unlike a real pearl. People now think it might just be glass, which is fascinating because the world has discussed this pearl for over 300 years, and it turns out Vermeer might have only wanted to paint light. He wasn't painting jewelry, he was painting how light flows on surfaces. And that's the wild part. He excels at painting things that seem real but actually aren't fully tangible. Like her eyes. People used to think he didn't paint eyelashes to make them look dreamy. But modern scans show he did. It's just that after hundreds of years, the paint faded. And the background, today we see pure black, leading artists to imagine void, loneliness, the spirit world, a gaze in the dark. But scientists discovered the original was deep green, like a curtain. It's just that time erased the color. We realize something interesting. Humans often think they deeply understand art, but sometimes it's just paint fading. Even so, the painting remains great. Its genius isn't the pearl, it's why she seems alive. Researchers found viewers' eyes naturally loop through three spots: eyes, lips, pearl. Eyes, lips, pearl. Staring at her can feel like being trapped in a moment. Her expression is dangerous. She's neither smiling nor sad. You can never fully guess her thoughts. And humans, especially modern humans, are addicted to things we can't fully understand. That's why in the internet era, the girl with a pearl earring grows even more popular. She's perfect for avatars. She carries a feeling of, I won't explain, but you'll keep wondering what I'm thinking. In some ways, she's no longer just a painting. She's the prototype of an emoji, the ancestor of human atmosphere. Even more fascinating, interpretations vary worldwide. The English-speaking world loves to invent stories. A maid in love with her painter, taboo relationships, secret emotions, even movies based on her. Dutch scholars, on the other hand, remain calm, don't overthink, she might be nobody. The French are even more abstract. Many French reviews don't discuss who she is. They discuss why she seems like silence itself. It's abstract, yet precise. Because indeed, she seems ready to speak, yet never does. Frozen in an instant for 350 years. So why is the girl with a pearl earring so famous? Because she satisfies three things. First, extreme simplicity. So simple even non-art people understand immediately. Second, mystery. Nobody knows who she is. Third, and most importantly, she doesn't feel like someone from the past. She feels like someone today. Like a girl you scroll past in short videos, like a stranger in the airport, subway, or coffee shop you lock eyes for a second. Truly great art sometimes works like this. It comes from hundreds of years ago, yet makes you feel she just glanced at you. As Sudongpo said, life is like a journey against the current. I am already a traveler. This fits the painting well. No story, no name, no continuation. Like fleeting passersby in life, some you know for 10 years yet forget, others glance at you once and you remember for a lifetime. Feng Tang wrote, "The spring water begins to rise, spring trees flourish, the spring breeze 10 miles is no match for you. When young, it feels like romance. Now it feels like what really captivates. Not possession, but the feeling that something almost happened. The girl with the pearl earring is like that. She's frozen, as if about to speak, but there is no next second. It's not the jewelry, not the colors, not the fashion. It's the connection. She makes you feel seen. That's rare in art. Even in our selfie era, you rarely feel a painting watches you back. Vermeer does that perfectly. She turns her head, but her eyes follow you, not in a creepy way, in a human way. That instant intimacy makes the painting timeless. We can imagine her laughing, shearing wool, cooking, reading letters, but we only get that moment, and that's enough. A fleeting second becomes eternal, and maybe that's why so many people love this painting. It's not about knowing art history, it's about feeling it. It's like a wink across time, and in a way, she's more alive than most of us in old photos. She's immortal in that instant, and that's the genius of Vermeer. Painting isn't just technique, it's empathy. It's not showing you what he sees, it's letting you see yourself through her eyes. And somehow, that works even today. No museum, no frame, no reproduction can diminish it. She's a viral face long before the internet existed. And maybe the lesson here is simple. Human attention is priceless. Even a fleeting glance can last centuries. So next time you scroll through images or pass by a stranger, remember, a look can be a story, a moment can be forever. And maybe that's the kind of magic art really offers. A connection. Simple, human, eternal. Girl with a pearl earring, 350 years old, yet still looking at you. This is aClimax. Enjoy the greatest masterpieces in the world. Feel the rise and fall of everything. I'm Gao Jie, and I'll see you in the next one.